With Mr. 𝐒𝐥𝐢𝐬, we're now gonna start Q&A section. Anyone who have a question about our solid inverter, I welcome you. So, first question that we have is like, what is the maximum PV input and battery charge capacity for the 125 kilowatt?
Okay. So the first question is regarding the max PV input and the battery charge capacity for the 125K. Well, for the PV connection, we can actually do 200% of the max usable PV power. So that means if you have a 125K inverter, you can do max 250 kilowatt of the PV connection and also the usable PV power. And then on the battery capacity, we can do up to 125K battery charging discharging power. Yeah.
Thank you so much for your answer. Our second question, how fast is the switching time between on-grid and off-grid mode?
Okay, so for 125K and also for all our hybrid inverters, including the 50K and the residential hybrid, we can do the fastest switching time less than 10 milliseconds. So even in some operation condition, we can do less than 4 milliseconds. But in general, less than 10 milliseconds will be supported.
Another question from the live audience. Can installer set custom load in Solid AI for load shifting?
Yeah. So for the Solis AI, like our engineer Kenton told about us, about the Solis AI function, we can do customized settings. So you can define like a when and what's the price to charge and discharge, and also you can define the boundary limits, including the export limit or peak shaving limits, and also the target SOC. So it's quite customized. You can do user-defined settings as well.
We have a couple more questions about the Solid AI. So the next question that they ask is, how can Solid AI help reduce electricity bill in CNI applications?
Yeah. So regarding the Solid AI, well, it's mostly used in the area where you have the dynamic electricity price. So the price is changing every even 50 minutes or 1 hour. So with this changing price, you have a peak, you have a low price threshold. And then our Solid AI logic can help you to find what period when the price is low, we will charge your battery. And then when the price is high, we'll sell it to discharge it to the grid. In this case, you can gain the benefit from the changing price. And then to make sure you have extra money for your CNI systems to pay back.
Before we go into another Solid AI question from the audience, let's answer this question first. Can I connect my grid tie inverter to 6 kilowatt hybrid through the gen pod?
Okay, so this is talking about the small hybrid inverter. So for all our S6 hybrid inverter with the smart port, the 3-in-1 port, you can connect the grid-tied inverters. So it can be actually a Solis brand grid-tied inverter, or it can also be a third-party brand PV inverter as well. So our inverter will do frequency shifting function to try to control the PV inverter's generation in off-grid condition to make sure the whole system is balanced on both generation side and the consumption side.
Let's move on to another question that we have. This person asked what type of battery brand are compatible with the solid 50 kilowatt inverter.
Okay. So regarding the battery brand, so actually we are open to be compatible with all the battery manufacturers. So a lot of brands can be compatible with us. We even have a whole compatible battery list on our company website. So our end customers or distributor can just find the compatible battery list online to check the exact brand that are compatible with our inverter.
We have a few more questions left from the audience. We are still in the 50 kilowatt inverter question. So another question is there a recommend battery capacity range for pairing with the 50 kilowatt?
Okay. So for 50K hybrid systems, well, typically if you're using a CNI scenario, customer will use like 2 hours battery or 4-hour battery. So that means if you have a 50K hybrid, normally you can pair with 100 kilowatts of the battery or 200 kilowatts of the battery. Also, you can do like a parallel of our hybrid inverter to make it a 100 kilowatt system. Then you can with the 200 kilowatt hours of the battery. So normally 2 hours or 4 hours will be used for typical CNI applications. But of course, you can do more capacity if you want to use it to as a backup function to support your CNI backup loads.
It's about the Solid AI. How easy it is for homeowner to set up Solid AI feature after installation?
So the Solis AI feature is open to all our end users on the Solis Cloud. So after you finish the installation for the hybrid inverter, all you need to do is just log in your Solis Cloud account, and then there is a switch. You just turn this on, and then you just choose the Solis AI feature, and then it can work normally. And at the same time, you can also add some, like I mentioned, the boundary limits for your system, for the export limit, peak shaving limit, then to get the configurations more suitable for your exact system requirements.
So another question is, when will the Solid 125 kilowatt hybrid inverter officially be available in global markets?
Okay. Well, so for the schedule of this 125K, our current plan is to release or start to take the order by Q3 of this year. Well, and then depends on different markets for the certification timeline. Then we can have different actual deliver time for different markets. But starting taking the order by Q3 of this year.
So he asking, when can residential users start experiencing the full feature of Solid AI?
Okay. So for the Solid AI, we will have a trial version released by end of this month, end of June. And then the official release for the first version of the Solid AI will be by end of July of this year. So at that time, we can, the end users can try to use the Solid AI, give us some feedback, and it will keep continuing optimize the AI logic in our Solis Cloud system. Yeah. All right. Cheers. See you. Bye. Yeah.